If you're struggling right now with things you can't control, this episode is for you. If you're someone who's struggling at work and negative people and toxic culture, this episode's for you. If you're someone who's struggling with your family members and your friends and setting boundaries, this episode's for you. So, Mel, where I want to start is work has been seen as the number one cause of stress. You write about this in the book, in people's lives. How can that theory help people in the place that causes them the most stress?
It's an excellent question. So first, let me, no pun intended, let me explain the theory. So in case you haven't bumped into this online, the theory is very simple. It is a mindset tool that instantly helps you identify what's in your control and what's not in your control. The reason why this is important is because any psychologist will tell you that if you focus and try to manage things that are never going to be within your control, it only creates stress, anxiety, and frustration.
All right, let's pause right there. Yes. Thankfully, I didn't have to read a book, and it was just something I realized that things that aren't in your control cause the most stress when you're trying to control them. And I think it's important to always distinguish between what's in your control and what's not. Control what you can, eliminate the stress. The things you can't control, you just got to let it be. I always say let go and let God, but it sounds like this is called let them. So let's see what else she says.
For you, when you take the context of work, there is so much inside your day-to-day life at work that is irritating, it is stressful, it is annoying, from the endless meetings and no time to get work done, to if you're somebody that is working in a retail store, you're doing shift work, you don't have control over what shifts you get,
Right.
to feeling like you don't have the chance for promotion. It is just endless. And the way that you're going to use the let them theory is anytime something is happening at work that stresses you out, it's really rude, you lose a big account, you get passed over for something, your idea gets dismissed in a work meeting. As you notice the stress come up, Jay, you're simply going to say, let them. Let my boss,
Right.
let my colleague take credit, let the customer be rude to me. And here's the thing, this sounds almost like you're being a doormat and you're being passive. It's the exact opposite. When you say let them, you're recognizing that the situation right now that has just happened has already happened, and that there is no reason to allow it to stress you out. When you allow your boss's mood to stress you out or make you nervous, you're giving power to your boss that they do not deserve.
And I think that's very important to highlight around the stress. You know, you could be sitting there thinking about all these different things as to why this, why that, why didn't this happen, why did this happen? And that stress really does show, does showcase itself within your work. It'll showcase in your emails and your conversations and your relationships. One thing, I don't know if they talked about this in this podcast, but another thing is not only does work cause the most stress, but it also has the most impact on all your other relationships as well. Okay. Because of that stress. All right. So you got to be mindful of your mindset at work, whether or not you're stressing, you are stressing, you're not stressing. And I think that this theory, this let them theory, is very clear. Okay. The simple way to put it is, if it's in your control, control it. If you need to make a change, okay, a modification, whatever the case may be, eliminate, add, whatever the case may be, do it because it's in your control. If it's not in your control, just let it go. As they say, let them be, let them do. All right. Especially when it comes to something out of your control. And usually this would be in this case of, hey, you don't have either the decision-making authority and or the positional title authority to make a decision on set that needs to be changed. So it's on you to ensure that you understand what you can and what you cannot control. And that's going to be very important. All right. That's it for this edition of the Follow-Up Reaction. I'm your boy, Dr. Stubbs, with another episode. And we hope you like, comment, subscribe. Pick one. Just pick one, y'all. All right. We're trying to get the channel up to 1,000 followers. And we hope you join us along this journey. All right. We'll see you on the next one. Talk to you later. Peace.